Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And you know, I am no stranger to having my videos being ad restricted because of something that I put in the comment or in the description. And often, 99% of the time when I put in a challenge, it gets lifted. But for some reason, my channel, probably about 80% of the videos I put up there are ad restricted unless I actually put in a challenge. Now, as you would know, a lot of my videos here, like the ones on the coronavirus, are innocent, informative, and instructive. And yet they're the ones that are targeted by YouTube. Now, what I'm going to cover here is a case of Katie Hopkins, who is that outspoken woman who doesn't fit the mold of the deep state, you know, the mainstream media, because she thinks laterally and she thinks from her own perspective. So let's get a bit of background to what's going on here. And this is a report from News Limited, which is part of the deep state. And let's hear the story. If this person who was the brunt of this joke or this prank was Greta Thunberg. Now let's just say it wasn't Katie Hopkins, it was Greta Thunberg that this was done to. Imagine how differently this story would have been written about this prank. Let me tell you what the prank's all about. Now, this is Rupert Murdoch's News Limited reporting on the prank, okay, done to Katie Hopkins. As I said, imagine if this was Greta Thunberg, how the media would have covered this so differently. Here we go. Controversial British commentator Katie Hopkins has been the butt of an elaborate joke after her Twitter account was suspended today for violating the platform's anti-hate policy. South African YouTuber and notorious prankster Josh Peters, whose channel has amassed more than 1 million subscribers, flew Hopkins to Prague to accept the Campaign to Unify the Nation trophy. Now that Katie Hopkins can't read Twitter, I can tell you that on Monday I made her fly to Prague to pick up a completely fake award, Peters tweeted. The tweet, liked by more than 100,000 people, was accompanied by an image of Hopkins holding a trophy and beaming in front of the award's blown-up capital letters, which spelled a certain word starting with C. Now, you can clearly see where we're going here. The award was called the Campaign to Unify the Nation Trophy, for the record. Now, obviously the acronym of that is a very demeaning word against women. As I said, imagine if this prank had been pulled against Greta Thunberg, how the media would have responded to this. But of course, because this is Katie Hopkins, it's fair game. Anyway, News Limited continue by saying, "You're doing the work of the Lord, kind sir," one of his followers tweeted in response to the videos. "Not all heroes wear capes," wrote another. Hopkins, repeatedly dubbed the world's most hated woman, has been accused of inciting racial hatred on Twitter. The former celebrity Big Brother contestant has more than 1 million followers on the platform, with US President Donald Trump retweeting her on several occasions, and is known for her outspoken views. In a compilation at the beginning of Peter's video of Hopkins' most controversial moments, she makes statements such as, "I don't believe you can be fat and happy, and Islam is taking over my country." Despite her charming views, 1 million Twitter followers, and friendship with Donald Trump, Katie hasn't won many awards, Peter said in a voiceover. So we thought it'd be nice to give her one for being Britain's biggest bleep. Yeah, the C word. Peters then emailed Hopkins under the guise of belonging to a made-up organisation, the Cape Town Collective for the Freedom of Speech. He told her she was being awarded the equivalent of our Lifetime Achievement Award for the simply excellent work you've achieved over the past few years. You may be many miles away, but the joy of the modern world is that we're able to follow closely as you fight for the freedom to say what you believe to be true." Hopkins responded saying she was delighted and overwhelmed to accept the award in Prague. "Without being able to say what we think, without being able to mock people, without being able to attack people, we are not free," Peters said when introducing Hopkins, who nodded in agreement at the ceremony before presenting her with the award. "I'm not used to receiving awards. It's strange, and it's strange to hear nice things being said about yourself," Hopkins said in her acceptance speech. "Normally it's an incoming deluge of fireballs coming my way." She then went on to criticize Muslims, epileptics, and autistic people and drink wine from her trophy. Okay, now, when I started this video, I said that most of my videos in Loving Life 2020 are ad restricted because apparently they might offend viewers who come to my channel, and of course because of that, that's going to impact advertisers. Now, what is so interesting is that this fellow, Peters, from South Africa, who pulled this prank on Katie Hopkins, if you go and look at the video on his website or his YouTube channel, advertising. Now, what you've got here is not only bullying, it's clearly bullying against Katie Hopkins by this guy, which is totally against the whole philosophy of YouTube. They are allowing advertisers to advertise on there. This is where you get this incredible hypocrisy in YouTube. It's a clearly defined case. If this had been Greta Thunberg who'd had the prank pulled on her, that video would have been pulled within seconds. But because it's someone they don't like, they can call her a cunt behind her back when she's accepting an award, and that's fine. That's cool. No, it's crap. It just demonstrates how totally biased and how prejudiced and how left-leaning, how entrenched in the deep state YouTube is. All right, guys, look, I'm not going to put a link to this arsehole's video. He is what he is, and I've just called it. But I'm making the point, one, that even though he's denigrating and bullying a white woman, YouTube is happily putting advertisers up when you go and look at the video, which is totally against their own policy. And number two, if that video had been someone who was part of the establishment that had the prank pulled on them, that video would have been pulled within seconds. This is the hypocrisy that you're seeing in YouTube. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe. Bye for now.